Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about large order deliveries on Uber. While I was looking for articles on the Uber website to make content on for the UberEats Masterclass playlist that I'm working on, I ended up stumbling upon some articles about large order on Uber Eats. Quite honestly, a lot of it is fluff, but I'm going to cut through as much of it as possible, give you the quality information that is here and some other points that I think are important to know on Uber. So with that said, let's get started. What is a large order? Large orders are greater than 20 items placed with Uber Eats, give delivery people the opportunity to deliver high value orders to their customers. They also are the most lucrative orders on any platform, not just Uber, Uber Eats, or DoorDash or Grubhub. They are the best orders. If you accept a large order delivery request, you may receive a phone call from our live support informing you that your order has over 20 items and confirming if you are willing to deliver the order. Now, with that said, I've done a handful of high number orders. I've yet to ever have a call from support to actually confirm that. That might be a them thing. I don't know. Who places large orders? Many of Uber's business customers use Uber for Business to place large orders for daily in-office meals as well as meetings and events. You can expect this to be towards the end of the week, but for the most part, they always come in at the same time. These are high value orders that, on average, typically result in higher pay compared to smaller orders. Merchants and customers appreciate you taking extra care in both transporting from the merchant to the delivery location as well as in dropping off the order to the customer. For office meals, you're gonna wanna be extra careful about making sure everything's together and not getting thrown around all over the place. That's why catering bags are going to be necessary for this. Business customers are often located in larger office buildings, and they will provide you with special instructions to help ensure a successful delivery. Yeah, usually just ask security and they will be able to help you out. Otherwise, it is what it is. And the last paragraph here is just basically repeating everything that's being said and providing links to the other articles in question. Merchant pickup for large order deliveries. If you choose to accept a order, you may receive a call from live support to inform you that your order has over 20 items. They may ask to confirm that you are able to pick up and deliver a large order. Again, I have yet to receive a call on the subject. Because the order will include 20 items, once at the merchant, you may want to verify the following. The number of bags available for pickup matches the number of bags listed in the app. All the drinks are included with the order. Packaging is sturdy enough for all items. I feel like the merchant is going to worry about the third one. And the second one, you should just be aware that there are going to be drinks with these orders. You should also have catering bags to ease the overall stress of having all that food in your hands. Don't turn this into a juggling act. As with any order, feel free to use your app to contact support if you have any other issues with an order. A few examples of possible issues are listed below. The merchant is closed. The order has already been picked up or is not ready. The merchant says they have not received the order. If you're in New York City, if you're on a bicycle or two-wheel vehicle, the merchant can use their Uber tablet to request another delivery person to help transport some of the items. If you arrive to a merchant and you discover that you are unable to transport all items, please contact support. One pro tip, if you're going to take large orders, have a larger vehicle or make sure the back of your car is completely cleaned out. Transporting the items in large order deliveries. We have heard from delivery people that large orders may be more difficult than smaller orders to physically transport from the merchant to their vehicle and from their vehicle to the customer. Please see a couple of the tips below on how to make this easier. I feel like we've seen a lot of these before, but I'm just going to run through them as quickly as possible. Catering bags. Delivery people are not required to use catering bags. However, some delivery people believe that large orders are easier to transport with the usage of a catering bag. Health experts such as the CDC also recommend using insulated bags and materials to safely transport food and to keep perishable items cold. It's also important to have catering bags because you don't want to suddenly become a juggling act. received. I feel like I touched on this in the last article, but I'm gonna say it again. If they're gonna hand you a bunch of boxes and a bunch of food, you don't want to make it a huge deal from getting from the merchant to the customer. Then what the best way to do is to use one of those bags almost like it's to keep the food stable on your car seat. It's not like you have to pull some ninja move when the old lady in front of you stops short at a yellow light, or you have to worry about driving slower if there is a bunch of food in the back of your car and you know you're not going to be able to reach back there, so you drive slower intentionally. The best bet you can do is just have a bunch of catering bags available. They have a couple links to the UberEats shop. I'll put them in the description, but I don't think they have a specific program for UberEats. However, if they do, it's good to know that they're moving carts and equipment. While merchants are not required to have a moving cart or any special equipment, some keep them on hand. At some larger office buildings, facilities may have access to equipment that can help with transporting larger heavy items. One thing I've noticed that some drivers do is that they almost have this wagon. Some people use those wagons to take to the beach and to move heavier things from their car to the beach, and that is something that you can actually use as a food delivery driver. So that is an excellent tool. Not to mention, if you ever stop delivering food, it's not like you're stuck with some equipment you're never even going to use again. Completing a large order drop-off. Most customers who place large orders to select the meet at door option also followed by custom delivery instructions, describing the drop-off setup to you. So yeah, they might actually ask you to set things up. It's not something that happens often enough to be a big deal, but yeah, it's something that can happen. Additional instructions may have been provided by the customer, and they will often describe a specific drop-off person or location where they would like you to leave the order. It may take more time to deliver these orders, so looking for parking could be helpful. Some customers may also provide parking information as part of their delivery instructions. Yeah, so if you're in a metro area and you know that parking is going to be a problem, ask the customer if there's like a guest parking nearby. One of the best things that I've learned to pick up on. Or see if there is a special parking pass that you can use. And the rest of this article is basically all of the typical drop-off instructions that you have available to you. Again, all of the articles are going to be in the description. FAQs for large order deliveries. What if my customer is unresponsive? For large orders, a secondary phone number will sometimes be available for you in the customer's drop-off instructions. Now, I feel like this is poorly used by customers, in my opinion, because a lot of the times they will have the number in there and it's the same exact number as the one they have on the Uber file, which basically is the same thing as if I called the second time, because they don't have my number either. This phone number typically belongs to the facilities manager or security staff who can help you access the building or contact the customer. That's assuming the security staff is up to date on the subject. Sometimes these security people are absolutely useless. If this is not available, additional help is available by contacting support. When in doubt, contact support. Business customers have told us they may not be able to immediately answer their phone for several reasons. They may be in a meeting, so they greatly appreciate your patience. Or if you order food, you should have somebody available to accept the food. Like seriously, if that's something you're gonna have, start doing your part. Dead serious about that. I'm sick of people using that as an excuse. And everything else on here is basically the same questions you would ask for normal delivery. Now, from what I could tell, doesn't matter where I look, there is no large order Uber Eats program, although there absolutely should be if they're going to have these kind of specifications. However, that does mean that anybody can have access to these deliveries. I'm sure that they do some other profile stuff on the subject, and maybe this is just a prelude to them actually having a separate program that people can sign up for. Just be sure that if you're gonna do these large order deliveries, that you have all the equipment you need to actually get it done. Because there may come a day where they do have a sign-up process to actually get started on Uber Eats large order program. I just don't know when that's happening or if that's happening in any area anytime soon. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!